challenging. So it's not surprising. I knew Brock and Ridge would start, chipping away at these guys, and yeah, they both did what I thought they would. Yeah.
About Cam's secret move. Cam had his secret move, got that fall.
Cam McDaniel, yeah, he had a secret move that he's been hiding all year. So
Wait for the right moment.
I told him it'd never work. I said, that's never going to work. First thing he says in the tunnel, it worked. What you guys say now? I'm like, okay. Fine.
For both of you guys, some of these younger guys really stepping up. Obviously, Kale getting to go tonight. What does it mean to watch these guys come out and wrestle like that?
It's awesome. I'm happy for him. It feels strange, though, because, it's weird to think of myself as one of the old guys now. Got that, seniority now in the locker room and stuff. It's weird, because for me, it's like I'm doing what I love. I'm having fun, time just flies. It goes quick. But yeah, no, it's awesome. I love seeing them do well. I love seeing them develop and watching them grow and improve. Yeah, we got an awesome culture room. It's super fun.
Yeah, I love watching them get these opportunities. I love every guy on our team, and I said to Kel after the match, and I have full belief that every single person that we throw out on the mat is going to fight and do what they can. Sometimes it doesn't work out, and sometimes they don't perform their best, but I know that everyone has the capabilities, right? And I see a spark in their eye. I also see the nervousness that I once had, right? And I still have. I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not nervous before every match, but you see the nervousness, and it's kind of exciting. The being nervous means that you care, right? And these guys really care about this team, and I love everyone on this team.
Coach, what did you see
for the most part
tonight? And what are some areas that he maybe still needs to grow in that you want to push him and challenge him?
yeah, I think there's a maturation period. You look like Christopher Mento. He's been freshman, Big Ten guy of the week two out of the last 3 weeks, and he's beat ranked guys. It's not surprising. He had to beat Bubba Wilson to be the varsity guy. So, I think that just gives him ultimate confidence that anyone that he's going to wrestle, he can go out there and scrap. It doesn't matter if he's a junior or redshirt freshman or sophomore. And I think the same way with Antrell Taylor. You saw that last year. He lost some matches that he probably wouldn't have lost later in the year, but he had to learn that and mature. And that maturation, ended up him being an All-American. He ended up, I can fight this way and I can be successful. And you just figure it out in your mind, and you figure out what techniques work best for you. And so wrestling's a tough sport. It's tough. The other guys out there fighting hard too. He ain't trying to get pinned, so it's, you have to have a little edge to yourself, and I think that's where we can really excel, is get 10 guys with that edge. And then you have something special, because then you're getting their best effort and what they're capable of doing. And I think Mento is maturing into where he can actually rise up and go with any guy in the country,
Touched on Taylor a little there. That bout got a little bit chippy at the beginning, but what'd you like about his energy late? 2 takedowns in the third period, and almost got that third one.
With who?
Antrell.
Oh, Antrell, yeah. I thought that was really good. I thought that's something that probably last year, early in the year, he wouldn't have done that. It would end up being 4-3 or something like that. And so getting 2 takedowns late was really big, and he almost got another one. So I thought, Antrell he's just figuring out, how to be his best. He's got so much, he's got so much growth to do in his wrestling. He's going to be special.
He is special.
He is special.
Sorry.
He's going to be special. He is special.
Yeah.
With Iowa coming up next week, did anything tonight kind of tell you how you're going to prepare for that match? Any changes that you want to make before? It's a pretty challenging match, so.
Yeah, not really. We've wrestled those guys, and we know they're going to be well coached, and they're going to be, they're going to fight hard. It's in their building, and we know all that. It's just a great opportunity for us to go over and see where we're at. Competitors love challenges. That's what you want in wrestling. You want a challenge because you want to see how far you can go. And are our skills as good as theirs, better, whatever? That's the joy in the journey. Sort of. And I believe in this team, so we're going to go in with great belief and wrestle like what's tonight. Doesn't matter. It's next Friday night's going to happen, and what we take though is very important. What we take into that match and how we think going into that match is what I'm most interested to see, how we approach that match. And our guy's going to get psyched out, our guy's going to get overwhelmed, you get taken down, the crowd, all that stuff. You got to block all that out. So, hey, it's 7 minutes, so there's a lot more, time can go by. So we'll see. It's great. That's what we live for. It's if it was easy and we knew the outcome, it wouldn't be fun. Life wouldn't be fun, right?
Coach, I'm curious. You've been here coaching in Nebraska a long time. What was your initial reaction to hearing about John Cook retiring? And can you speak to just what he meant to this university as a coach, a fellow coach, and just what he meant to this athletic program as a whole?
One, John, first of all, his leadership and not only leadership within his team, his program, but other coaches have been great. He's always been. We actually came in the same year. He was a coach in waiting for Terry Pettit, and then Terry Pettit was coach advocate, stayed around for a while, and so I got to know John a little bit back then, and then more the last probably 15, 20 years. More. We had a lot of conversations, sauna together a lot. I wasn't shocked because we've saunaed together 3 or 4 times in the last month. So he shared some stuff with me, and I think he knows that I wasn't gonna be a loudmouth, and know his succession plan and so on. Yeah. So when he asked me when I'm gonna retire, and I said, well, hang on, how old are you? And he said 68. I said, I'm 62. What I got 2 boys in high school, so just because my hair turned gray didn't mean I'm going to retire. I love to do what I do, and I love being around the guys like this. These guys, I love. They're like my kids. That's how I look at my team. They're like my own family. And that's the special thing we got going. But John means a whole man so much. I heard he's maybe going to have a role in our athletic department. I hope he does because he's a great leader. He's got great insight, and I'm sure Troy would like that too. So, they all have the answers, and I would love John to be around. I know he's in the weight room today, this afternoon. We see him a lot, and he sees our guys, and it's just great. It's special. That's what's great about Nebraska. It's not this sport over here doing their thing, and you never have any interaction. Whether it's Fred Hoiberg comes up and works out in our room, Amy Williams is great, so it's one big family. Rhonda Ravel, Will Bolt, those guys are always, reaching out to us, and it's encouraging. You want to be part of that. That's what's big, and John's been, instrumental in keeping things going. Me and him, we've seen a lot of athletic directors. We can tell you a lot of stories. Let's do a book, right? So it's funny, and I think back the challenges we've had through those times. It's just you just lead your team the best way you can, and I think John's been, you know, a super great example of just staying the course. You know, whatever leadership comes in, he's gonna, and that's kind of how I've done it. And yeah, it's great. John's been, he's meant a lot to our athletic department and just to the culture of Nebraska. You know, he's built great culture with his team. I think we do a great job of building culture with our team. And I mean, that's contagious. That's what Matt Rule's building. You know, you can see it. It's coming. And Fred, I mean, so it's really cool. Amy, Rhonda, Will, I mean, all those guys, yeah. Justin, I mean, I think it's special. It's a special place that way because you don't get that interaction at every university, big university, you know.
Silas, what would you say your comfortability is at right now with 184? You know, as far as maintaining the weight and getting everything going, it really seems like these last couple weeks your offense has really picked up, and you know, just your wrestling and everything's just really picked up. Where would you say, you know, you're feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean it was a pretty good adjustment. I got on it early though. It was something that was talked about at the end of last season before even summer rolled around, and something that we kind of considered. And then just over summer, dieting, doing the right things, taking care of my body, and getting down as close as I can. And now it's maintenance, and it's just living a disciplined lifestyle. You know, wrestling isn't it's not 1 or 2 practices a day, and you know everything is fine and life goes on. No, like it's discipline. You know, for the 6-month season that we compete, every meal is disciplined. You know, your sleep schedule is disciplined. What you do in your social life is disciplined. It's just you have to embrace all those areas if you want to be successful. And yeah, you know, getting back into the swing of things and just having to make the weight over and over again. I think that it gets easier as time goes on, and you adjust and you acclimate and you get comfortable. And yeah, I feel like I'm just really peaking, and my body feels good. I feel strong. I'm taking care of things. My recovery post-weigh-in is really good. So yeah, I've just felt good. Feel like I'm competing at a high level, trying to do the right things, and I think it's showing my performance. Yeah.
What would you say would be like the biggest differences between 97 and 84 as far as like stylistically? Is there much difference or?
I mean, no, not really. I think the big thing for me is I just try to focus on myself a lot. You know, I like hand fighting. I like creating a lot of pressure. I like scoring points. So whether it's at 97 or 184, I'm just trying to put points on the board. I'm trying to have fun. So that's what I like to do. So I don't think I've really changed much in the way that I wrestle, the way I approach it. My opponents, I mean, they feel a little smaller, but but other than that, you know, there's nothing crazy different about it now.
I would say that normally him and Jade would have a steak maybe 32 ounces, and now Jade has him just like 6 ounces.
Filet.
So
Anybody have any questions?
I got one more question. Coming out and, you know, if you're just in the stadium, you could hear all these young fans. Does that particularly motivate you or fill you with any, like, happiness seeing that they're all coming out to watch you guys perform?
For sure. I love the state of Nebraska, and, you know, the fans here are amazing. You know, we added this thing that we walk up now, and, you know, we get to see all the kids going crazy, and it's really good because at one point I was that kid, right? And, you know, I was looking up to the guys that were wrestling. You know, I'm from Utah. I got to see the Utah Valley guys, and I was looking up to them, you know, and so now these kids get to see us and, you know, hit our hands and, you know, get our signatures, and, you know, it's the good life.
No, I agree. It's I don't know. It just makes me very thankful, very grateful, because you know I look at myself. I'm just a guy who loves wrestling, gets to do it at a really high level, and I feel very blessed and fortunate when you see, you know, these kids who, in a way, really look up to you, kind of idolize you and stuff, and you know their goal is to be where we are one day. It kind of puts it all into perspective for us, and you know, we have this saying on our door that we read every day: "Pressure's a privilege." And I think it's very easy to get caught up in the moment sometimes because what we do is really hard. But, you know, nights like tonight, they really bring it all together. Like, we're very privileged to do what we do, whether it's hard or not. Like, we're all very blessed, very fortunate. So yeah, just perspective. It really just locks it in. And I don't know. I think it's super cool. It's definitely super, super special.
tremendous energy for our guys, and that's why we did it, is to let them feel when they come out of the locker room that there's people that care, like, and that energy is like contagious. It's like, these guys like, wow. And these young kids, it's like, hey, 10 years ago, that's them, right? I mean, not that long. People grow up quick, you know. I mean, it's really cool. And the impact they have on them, they'll never exactly know, but they do. But the energy these families and kids bring to these guys when they come through that, it's awesome. And it's awesome. That's why we're going to keep doing it. And it's really caught on. I mean, it's better than I thought it would be. And it's like they're fighting down there for that space. Sign us all right.
I really want to hit my
Slap.
hand.
The kids,
Yeah.
kids freaking grabbing our fingers, trying to hold on. It's like, give my hand back.
All right, thanks guys, appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for being here.